Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
December 16, 2019, the Enablers Edition. First up, actually all the stories today are from the Wall Street Journal. The Justice Department has revised its policy on export control and sanctions enforcement as it wants to incentivize companies to voluntarily disclose potential violations and cooperate with investigations. The revised guidance comes as the Justice Department continues to standardize its voluntary disclosure policies across divisions. Protecting our nation's sensitive technologies and preventing transactions with sanctioned entities are top DOJ priorities, but we cannot succeed alone. We need the private sector to come forward and work with the DOJ, said Don Dimmers, Assistant Attorney General for National Security. Next up, can AI help not only develop a competitive business strategy, but execute on that? That was a question posed in yet another Wall Street Journal article, as every day we read about the latest AI advances, and obviously everyone knows the wide variety, but strategies are generally based on specific beliefs about a changing and an unpredictable future. What if AI could move these higher levels within an organization responsible by providing these inherent risks from the data-rich and data perspective? These measures organizations use to create value, accountability, and competitive advantage. Leadership can't clearly identify and justify strategic KPI portfolios without a key strategy, and AI can certainly be one of those. In the always-on big data world, your system of measurement is your strategy. AI makes that feasible, affordable, desirable. The true strategic opportunity impact of these technologies is the chance to rethink and redefine how the organization optimizes value for itself and its customers. Certainly lots of implications for the compliance practitioner in all of that. Next up, really more bad news for Boeing, as it just continues to get worse and worse. And now Boeing is suspending 737 MAX production as management of the company sees output pause as its most viable option as the fleet grounding stretches into 2020. The decision could come as soon as Monday, according to people familiar with the matter. Boeing management sees pausing production as the most viable option, and halting the production, I think, or at least Boeing thinks, could help stabilize its finances. And finally, our lead article today, once again, comes from the Wall Street Journal, and it's about our good friend Adam Neumann and the WeWork debacle. The article's entitled "The Money Men Who Enabled Adam Neumann and the WeWork Debacle." And it really goes after the financiers in this case. Obviously, SoftBank had a lot of money in WeWork, but there's a wide variety of other investment companies, private equity firms, JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, all had large amounts of stock in WeWork, and they really are the ones who enabled Neumann to continue the strategy of over purchasing and insane money spending. So it's going to be interesting to see what the fallout might be from all of that. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a member of C-Suite Radio.